Again, this tactical advantage is useless. I'm actually pissed off with this tactical advantage. Completely useless. Completely useless. It's making me slide. Like, it slide forward twice on the Rift Guardian fight at the end. I even tell myself, be careful. But no. The tactical advantage actually, like, slide me towards the Rift Guardian, like, literally on the game server. Like, on the game server, my forward motion during my strafe in a circle or in an like an oval shape or whatever, right? It led me, the game server marked me closer to her than I actually was. Yeah, anyway. And then she instantly hit me like twice. It's crazy. I mean, I did play closer, but at the same time, like the first 60%. So basically, the phase 3, my issue was the phase 3 Infernal Maiden is worse, which is always the case for like Ryziel, especially Erathon. Erathon is the worst for phase 3. It's like the triple attack BS that's from Erathon. So like that's another boss that's like practically annoying. But yeah, anyway, this is a mess for like both the Oculus Ring edge of the Ring gameplay and just sliding. It's kind of like when you play a Chicken Witch Doctor, uh like that sliding. Oh man, that is just terrible. Anyway, I think I ripped like what twice on the Rift Guardian. Uh, I got procced by a mortar snipe just going back to grab the conduit, but the conduit was actually clean outside of that one proc. Had I not gotten that proc, I would have played the conduit a little bit more aggressively, but I think it was okay. Um, at that point, the tactical advantage did help for me to dodge the two yellow elites in the second fight a bit better. In case of a rip, which was very close because that Act 5 boss is really difficult. Really painful. The avalanche casting guy. Um, the one with the collar, if you were wondering. Um, yeah, I usually skip that collar boss, and then the power pylon was kind of what I was thinking whether I wanted to play the power to save the for the Rift Guardian or not. But this season it's not totally necessary. Now maybe on the 150, but like um that was why I delayed the power pylon click to go check what the next floor monster type was, because if I get stalled 1%, yeah, I will be trying 148. I will be testing it. I will be testing it. Um, but yeah, that was like a stall though, because I wanted to check what the because I felt like when I was the power pylon was very close to the exit. I felt, and I didn't feel like there were enough foul swarms at the end, so it must have been ending, and that's why I decided to check what the next floor density monster type was, so that if I get my 1% stall again, which it did, Transformers actually stall 1%, very easily, because normally you Transformers you want to play only when they transform, right? But at the same time, if you don't get enough of the staff guys or the soldier guys together, you're not gonna get your 1% fast enough. And then I was thinking, should I play the 99% pylon check or not? That was should have been cleaner. I should have played more cleanly, I think. I think I need to get used to the technical advantage a bit more. All right, let's upgrade, please. Thank you. All right, let's balance this. Thank you. Okay, that's good. 148 and balanced 145 that I wanted to balance last time. Nice. Got my 148. On the simplicity, that is. Check. Yep. I got stalled. I mean, I did delay my conduit, though. A little, too. Could have played the conduit a little sooner. So that was fourth try. Not bad. I mean, it did take. It did take. I guess. Okay. So I wasted 20 seconds plus on the floor one Desert Stands Accursed by playing one too many density. Because at the end of the day, the Orek streams, if you can get a better floor of like Foul Swarms or, the better, easier monster types, then I would have maintained break even. So I lost the break even on the floor one commit on like two additional sets of accursed that actually were not good positionally. And then I also risked a little too much progression on the first floor with the pylon placement, I guess. That's the one mistake on the floor one. Uh and then I got very lucky on floor two. But I did have to kite that blue that I was playing, the Moon Clan Impalers, uh, which also ate some time, but it had to be done. I was racing back the time with the Val Swarms, and then I managed to break even for real with Val Swarms help. And then the conduit follow up was really nice, except it was at the dead end. I prepared a stricken, but we will have to see because I'm liking damage from paragons. The stricken will only help for the Rift Guardian fight, and that's the other reason why I wanted to play the power differently. Like this season, the whole time that we've been playing Power Pylon, we use it like almost immediately. But at that Power Pylon play, I was thinking to save the Power Pylon for the Rift Guardian though, because I'm not using Stricken. So that's why I delayed pressing the Power Pylon. And I went to check the next floor. The check the next floor wasn't even just to check the density, the monster type. I was trying to see how I can get the 9%. Like, how am I going to get 9% of progress? Because if the field was not Val Swarms, for example, which clearly hindsight isn't, but I did check, right? So like, had the fields been Val Swarms as well, I would have just like kept the density on the previous floor where the power was, and just played 8% or 7%, right? on the fields, and then I would go back and then clear the stuff, and then take the power for boss. That was my intention of the check, by the way. But since it's Transformers, I had to play it in reverse, which actually made it worse for the Rift Guardian fight. So like ultimately, I delay my pylon clicks a bit too much, but at the same time, that's the strats. What's my time? Well, I mean, it's probably like, well, first of all, right, when you consider Stricken, okay, when you consider Stricken, whether it's the Taeguk or something, you have to remember that you need progress from your kills. So if you're behind time in the beginning, you wouldn't even get to see the Rift Guardian in the first place. And then the next thing is Stricken normally, okay, is so from the standpoint of Wave of Light, for example, from the standpoint of Wave of Light, okay, Stricken really means that your gameplay, right? I'm not saying people are bad players. I'm saying that people are playing softcore to the softcore advantage of the deaths. I actually play worse even with a cheat death proc. Like I get so positionally annoyed when I see a cheat death proc. And then the number of rips, okay? The number of rips will eventually be your time for the boss fight. So when I rip, let's say like for example, if I rip at like 32%, first of all, the cheat death for me would make me play worse already. The rip would also make it worse because you have to re-ramp up. Okay, you have to re-ramp up. I mean, Taeguk is a problem of the re-ramp up in addition to that. But positionally, when you have to die and re-ramp up, it's bad. So playing the softcore way, right, where Stricken hurts, is that you're depending on yourself to where you're thinking that you're gonna die. Okay, on the Stricken advantage. So basically, whenever we think of Stricken, right, aside from builds that actually need Stricken for the boss, okay, the issue is that people are dying too much when they need to play more cleanly on the boss. Now, of course, there are bad bosses, okay? So, for example, like if a build cannot stand near veracity, I prefer not dying per keystone, okay? For every keystone that I open, you have to play as little deaths as you can, okay? It's not about, oh, why don't I play hardcore then? It's not about that. It's about playing cleanly. Now, for other people, it's dopamine, it's adrenaline that some people or most people they play better, quote unquote, for some reason when they get a cheat that proc, okay, from the follower or their own passive by chance, okay. I play worse, but other people play better. Now, I don't like well, to me, it's like a half excuse. Okay? Softcore means you can die however you want. But remember, the more you die, eventually there's death timers. Now, of course, at the Rift Guardian fight, you can always click to checkpoint to save the time loss. But If you die too many times before that, though, you can't, you can't, you will be punished eventually. So like when you reach the 5 deaths or something, when you reach the 5 deaths, even before the Rift Guardian, you're not going to be able to use the checkpoint method. The checkpoint method is only good, especially for softcore Rift Guardian fight, right? So it's not about like me personally playing like, oh, 0 rips on softcore. Like, why do you pressure yourself like that? It's not about that though. It's about playing as cleanly as possible per keystone, knowing your build, you know? Like, if you know your build, you should play better. And it's not about play better means more DPS, you know? At that point, just play non-season then. Like, people have full primals just about in non-season. I know that the altar is really strong, but like, you have paragons in non-season, you have quote unquote perfect gear in non-season, right? Yeah, so for me, it's all about playing cleanly. So like, I didn't play cleanly. For example, when I got sniped by the mortar, I like that is just like, first of all, it was annoying. Second of all, I didn't really expect that. Like, I half expected the problem because I saw that the one of the elites was the collar Act 5 guy that I did not like. So I was trying to dodge from that. Like, I wasted time dodging that guy in the first place. And then when I was going back, I didn't expect that snipe of the mortar. Yeah, so I played really bad like during the like before the conduit, you know? And so like that is a problem. And then the boss fight wasn't good. Like initially I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine." And then I tell myself not to do anything worse for the third phase, and then the game server, I like on my own screen, I was mid distance. Like I was closer. I admit I was closer to her, but I wasn't as close as where the rip showed me. It was the tactical advantage that gave the slide, or it wasn't necessarily a slide. It was more like the tactical advantage basically pulled me even closer to her. By the time I'm like on my screen, I was leaving in the other direction, in the opposite direction of her. The game server, I got caught already by her, right next to her, due to the tactical advantage on the turn, on the turnaround. So like the game server marked me as I was still turning. Where I was seeing, I was already past that. So either it was the latency issue, right? Or the technical advantage. Or both. But yeah, I like to play more cleanly as possible because my 145 and 146 were 0 rips too. Like most of my clears are 0 rips, by the way. Most of my clears. Like sure, I get procced like 2 or 3 times on certain different tier numbers, but I have 0 rips most of the time. And you can go back to the VODs. I clicked on Urshi, they're mostly 0 rips. I think this season, I think there's like 4 or 5 tiers that were like not 0 rips, but the rest were 0 rips. I may be overcounting anyway, by the way. I'm pretty sure I only had like 3 different GRs that had like 1 or 2 rips on the official clear. Now, of course, in the non-clear ones, I had to force gain percentage. So on those, I die more often. But on the clear, on the clear attempt, most of them are 0 rips. So even the recent 145 and 146, they were both 0 rips. Or at least how I remembered it. Which, you know, we can go back to the VODs, but either way, I just prefer 0 rips. Alright, so 148. Okay. I just need good monster types. Thank you, thank you. Alright, here we go. I wanted to use the time here during the analysis to take a break, by the way. That was my, like, a little bit of the sneaky take a break, basically. Like, even though I'm, like, mentally thinking about the 147 all the time, it was just taking a break. Okay, 148. 141st attempt tests. Here we go. Lake tunnels. Scavenger is interesting. It's a long road ahead if I want to play this. I mean, Plague Tunnels is a long, potentially long path also. It can be worse than Keeps, in fact. Like, even this season, my 145 was the first floor Keeps that I skipped, by the way. And it actually led to the success due to me skipping fast enough with the layout, the smaller layout, and the decision making to check floor 2. And to check floor 2 has been a classic traditional pushing strategy to check floor 2. It's not just Orek's dreams to check floor 2. Check floor 2 has always existed. Or check your next floor has always existed. Okay, time to move. Harder. 4%. Okay, need to move. I don't know if I'm gonna get an early pylon at 6%. This really? This is so hot. Because of the electrified. Oh, by the way, I proc because of the electrified. My lightning resistance is really bad this season. Compared to most of my seasons, my lightning resist usually is like the top one. Let's see if I get a 6% pylon. Nope, I did not. Okay. Wow, the 148 time is flying like crazy. So even a summoner mob set doesn't work. So that means I need to make sure that the medium spiders, though, like eventually when I get medium spiders, I have to check medium spiders. Usually medium spiders are fine. As in like part of the mob set, like half of the other mob set potential is medium spiders also. But this one is scavengers. Wow, yeah, the time is flying by so quickly. 10%. Up. I just want to get 12% and see if I can get a second donut. By the way. Oh yeah, too many of the first pylon. I like my first progress usually speaking. But the problem is the donuts here. So let's see. This is over basically already. See, I wanted the medium spiders, but there wasn't too many medium spiders until now. That's why I mentioned the medium spiders. There were scavengers in the beginning. And then now I see the medium spiders, but it's too late. And then the walling here doesn't help. I just wanted to fight some of the medium spiders, though. That's why I'm staying here, by the way. Okay. No extra donuts anyways. Oh, there's the donuts, but I'm too far behind time already. So it's over as it is. I just wanted to see the donuts. Exit to what? Ice forests into hulks. Yeah, I don't have damage for hulks. Okay. Roger that. And there was a sand dweller that popped up. Okay. So that was a first attempt. 148, first try fail. Floor 1, plague tunnels. Summoner mob set. With scavengers mostly. Mostly scavengers. Some medium spiders later. No 6% donut help. No 12%. 13. Well, I think it was 14%. Second far donut. No help there either. Floor 2 check. Ice forests with uh hulks. Already behind by 3 minutes. Yeah, Ice Fortress is okay. But the Hulks, I don't have enough damage at, like, even if I was behind time by, like, less than that, I just didn't have enough damage for Hulks at that moment. Like, if I'm, like, 30 to 1 minute behind, I don't have enough time for Hulks. Because if I see a Sand Dweller and the Sand Dweller activates, then it ruins the Hulks. Like, I saw there were a good number of Hulks. There were like 5 or 6 together very quickly. So that's fine. But being behind time already, that much anyway, I don't have enough damage to buy back the time. Yeah. Alright, second go. Second try. Here we go. So, maybe chickens first. I probably need chickens first. It might be chickens first. Second try. Okay. This is very hot, potentially. Yep. Lacuni slashers. I mean, it's a good type, but I don't know if I can handle the incoming. The blue, so that at least that's a good thing. It wasn't a yellow elite to start. Did I pull another blue? Darn. My issue is that I pulled a second blue. Now, of course, it's good for the area damage to work on a second blue already, but I don't have time for a second blue right now. 3%. Maybe I can get a 4%. Thank you. I think I have to move from this spot now. Yeah, let's do that. I need a new spot. Oh no, did I see another blue elite? This is bad. Okay, I got the Oculus Ring. Yep, the other blue saw me. So now I have Arcane Beams in addition to that. 5%. 6%. Not 8%. Ten percent. Okay. One of the blues is like half dead. Kind of. Think I need to move again. Not enough Lacunis. What's the problem? 12%. Early pylons. No? Okay. This is bad news for me soon. I need to check the other side at some point. After this spot, I need to check the other side. Correct.
You won't survive that.
16%. Need to get the 2% more here, preferably. Okay. Wow, I took out the blue. They actually followed me enough. I'm actually surprised. I thought I missed out on one of the blues because they may not have followed me. Okay. 25%. Is there a pylon chance? Saw another elite. This game is stalling my first pylon. That actually surprised me with that kill, by the way. Wasn't expecting that blue kill, actually. That blue kill was a crazy bonus. Because I wanted to stay away from the elites and fight like some Lacunis and then come back to them. Which is why I went this way now. How hurt is the blue?
I wish I could do that.
It's only half.
We need more time.
Task explosion.
I'm still waiting.
33, okay. Shield. Okay, nice.
We need more time.
The only sad part is I'm getting too many yellow elites still for the shield. But this is like probably like a full commit. It's blue runners.
Not ready yet. I'm still waiting.
Okay. Need to make sure I have
We
everybody
need more time.
from the beginning as well.
Not ready yet.
I really hope that's everyone.
We need more time. Not ready yet.
Okay.
I'm injured. I'm still waiting.
I really hope that's everybody,
Time.
by the way. I don't have time. There had to be a walling. The Pylon Elite is the waller? Really?
Ready yet.
That's terrible.
I'm still waiting. You won't survive that. Not ready yet.
Yeah, this is probably too much. Too many yellow elites for this shield.
I'm still waiting.
I mean, there's like 3 blues and stuff, but
We need more time. I'm still waiting.
1 down. I don't know. There was 1 or 2 down. 3.
Not ready
Yeah,
yet.
it is 1 too many yellow, I think. I need the other blue, the final blue, or at least the final few blues.
I'm still waiting.
Need a bit more Oculus rings. The walling didn't help. Shield is almost down. Can I take out the blue? Shield ended.
Not ready yet.
That blue's almost dead, by the way. I think. Or,
We need more time.
nope. Well, one of the yellows almost dead.
Not ready yet. I wish I could do that.
I need this. Okay. Let's use this Oculus ring and then.
I require aid. I'm still waiting.
Okay. I need to check for my next pylon. No. So sad.
Not ready yet.
Had it been power or conduit, obviously, I would have had this. Well, I would have had the elites. Sad. I mean, it was okay. The shield was a good play.
Need more time. I must heal.
It's just didn't get a good follow-up.
Not ready yet.
Now, had that been a conduit, it was too many elites. I would have had to slow down on that a little.
Need more time.
Yep. So now it's basically over. I have to play density again.
I'm still waiting.
I mean, I don't
Not
know
ready
like what else I can do. Like the pylon chance is at 99%, and that's like super
yet. I'm
far.
still waiting. Heal me. Need
And
more
I had to
time.
spend the time to grab as many together. I didn't have enough Lacuni slashers, by the way, during the shield play,
Not ready yet.
and the walling didn't help. Whatever gave the walling, which was likely the pylon elite itself, that didn't help the situation.
I'm still waiting.
Okay, so there's nothing here anymore. I need to grab this and go. I think it's this side, right? Nope,
Need
isn't.
more time.
Yep. Okay, what was the follow-up for anyways?
I'm still
Okay,
waiting.
didn't help. Oh my gosh. It was chickens. Okay.
I wish I could do that. Do you want more?
Series of unfortunate events, really. I think I got one too many yellow elites.
Need more time.
Keeps. And this is too small for chickens. So I didn't even get true value of chickens.
Need more time.
Yeah, this was not enough chickens then. I mean, that was nice a few percents, but
Ready yet.
this is not enough chickens then. Yeah, the first one was very good, but the second one wasn't.
Need more time.
Yep, it's over.
I need to go back.
That was very interesting, though. It was a little late. Two blues at the beginning, even a third one right here. I ran out of space, but you can go join the community. The community is Lotware space season space pass. Yeah. Um. Yeah. This is. I mean, the pylon placement. I mean, I guess my pylon check. I was being stingy already for the map, which I think I did pretty well considering. I just probably didn't think of my exit direction a bit more. But like, I only played half of my fields at that time. And then I got very lucky that one of the three blues that I had around this first like square, so to speak, or rectangle, or the first quadrant that I played, the blue actually followed me. All the blues actually followed me, and I got a faster 25% progress. That actually helped accelerate the chance to get the next the first pylon at 25%. That helped a lot. But then that also delayed when I didn't see one. So I had to work all the way to that 33%. Well, just about. It's like between 31 to 33% to get the actual first pylon. And it was a little too far. The shield was a little too far from the elites that I have because I have all the elites like right here. And then I had one elite that I saved from the beginning because what I wanted to do was search for density on this side and then come back this way to reveal the first half of this fields, which is what I did basically already. And then when I was arriving this way, I wanted to see if I can get a pylon this side so that I can bring this one closer for this side of the gameplay. But then when I revealed the map in the direction, the shield was too far. So I had to waste time setting up. So I lost time just now when I was almost break even and I lost break even again was the setup time. And for shield to work, you you actually want more elites already close to the shield. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I try my best. I mean I'm not like a 150 pusher, but like consistent pusher at all. But I'm a strategist. I have the strategy. I'm just a bit not aggressive with my gameplay. But I appreciate it. I appreciate your kind words. Thank you. Yeah, so like I wasted the setup time, and then during the setup time, I didn't see enough Lacuni slashers to give me Oculus rings, and then the shield elite was spawned a waller, or at least one of them was a waller. I don't know which one was a waller, but I didn't see the walls initially. So it must have been either the shield pylon elite was the waller, or one of the newer elites that I pulled from around here on the left side of the shield was a waller. And then during this, I didn't take out one of the blues or even the one of the hurt yellow elites. It was almost dead. I needed like more to like get taken out by the time the shield was done. So, first of all, the Oculus rings were not really good placement. Second, the walls blocked some of my damage. Yeah, so I lost time again from that. Yeah, so like the sum of lost time is like so to set up was like 45 seconds or even a minute, and then the walls ate like another minute, and then I had what 8% progress that got stalled more or less. And then the follow up was a channeling. So basically, that makes it even worse. Like, I basically lost 2.5 minutes already. Yeah. I lost 2.5 minutes. And then, I got a very short, uh, archive, right? Or is it Vault of Assassin? No, it's not Vault of Assassin, it's archives. It's a very short archives for chickens. There was just too little chickens for me to play density. But even before starting, I was like, I need chickens. I was like, okay, well, I got the chickens, but I didn't get enough, and it was too late past the channeling. Of course, even had I gotten the conduit, I would have gone back,
I require your
um,
skill.
taken out those two elites, but then I may misplay the conduit actually. Like even if I did get the conduit because I didn't realize the exit was north side just now, I think I would have misplayed the conduit a little bit too. Because based on my pathing, after I took the channeling, I I didn't check the left side first while I was taking the channeling. But I would have gone a different way had I picked up the conduit. I just tell myself, hindsight, I still have to make sure that I go back and talk about my uh corner check. I mean the exit check. That was the wrong path. So I would have wasted conduit potentially. But then if I had gotten the conduit, I would have centered myself back to the two remainder elites anyway. And then I would have probably just gone north anyways. North side. So it's like a hindsight thing. Um, and then had I gotten a conduit and gone for it, I might have gotten like up to 90% progress more quickly, maybe even 93%. And then I need the instant power, basically. Like like the conduit has to accelerate me into the third pylon, basically. Yeah. Sad. That was a good third try. I keep losing count today. I'm just like overthinking. How many tries was that? Okay. Okay. Maybe it was second try. So this was, yeah, Plague Tunnels was the first try. Yeah, this was second because Plague Tunnels was the first try. So this is the second. This was the second try. So second try was close. Thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, that was the second try. Second try shield 33%. Second try fields of misery floor 1. Um so let's write things down. Floor 1 fields of misery, Lacuni slashers, mobset with 2 blues start at the bridge just about. Uh no early pylon help until 30 around 33% for shield pylon. Distance of elite packs together were too far to centralize, and missed clearing 1.5 elites by the end of shield due to walls. Follow up pylon at 64% or something. Hey Seb, I got the I got the 147. It was an Orek stream, lucky conduit in the middle. It was the uh fourth try, I think. Fourth try. I even had to use the mats that helped. It was a third try to get this weapon. I'm not too happy with the tactical advantage, to be honest. I'm not used to the movement. The movement of tactical advantage passive is uh sometimes too fast for me to play in the Oculus Ring or on the edge of the Oculus Rings. And then just now the 148, And then just now the 148, I got a channeling second. Canalisation pour le deuxième pylône.
I require a new
Après le protect. Yeah, it's not good enough. It was and then the distance of the elites were too far apart and too far from the shield. I mean, my initial elites were too far from the shield pylon to begin with already, because the shield pylon appeared kinda late at 33% and too far. So that was the second try. And then what was the channeling's percentage again? Like 68. So it was a 68% channeling. Okay. 68% channeling. 68% channeling pylon. Behind by 25 seconds, roughly. And then, uh, and then I left at 79%. Go floor 2 at 79%. Behind by 1 minute. Floor 2 is small archives with chickens. Played to 86%, I think it was. Yeah, played to 86%. Progress. Check floor 3 due to small floor 2. Keep floor 3 is keeps. I think it's Exarchs or something. Exarchs plus snakes or whatever. I don't know. I mean, I can go back and look again. Let's see. What was it? Yeah, it's Exarchs and Exarchs and something. I saw it just so I was right, but I just wanted to see what was the other one. Exarchs Lacuni Huntress. Yeah, Exarchs Lacuni Huntress. Exarchs plus Lacuni Huntress. Okay. So yeah, that was a good second try. That was pretty good. The follow-up just was the channeling. Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna go bathroom break. I'll be right back. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for lurking. I got my 147 so far. 148 is on the second try attempt. Now the third coming attempt, but I need to go to the bathroom. And I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Okay. Let's go third try. Let's see. Monster types are going to be an issue. Basically, I'm struggling on monster types right now. Third try, here we go. Shock tower. This is... What's it trying to show? Is it like, This is really bad. Too many... This is really bad. This is like, time waste.
Need more time.
Maybe play here, potentially. Even here is not gonna help too much, but at least the elites are not gonna waste my time while I'm here.
I'm still waiting.
But this is like 1-2% max.
Not ready yet. I'm still waiting.
Yep, basically. Yep.
Need more time.
Okay.
Not ready yet.
Ouch. I mean, this density spot is interesting,
Need more time.
but the time is flying like crazy. And that's why the problem is this monster type takes too long to get me the progress that I need. Takes too long to get back the progress. I mean, sure, I don't have damage, but it's not just that.
I'm still waiting.
8%. 9%. 10%. Okay.
Need more time.
Maybe 1 more percent. Okay, make sure I don't have anything here. Get out. Speed. So 11% speed. Well, what's the next floor anyways? Keeps. Never mind.
Returning to town.
11% speed. Okay. At least I saw the pylon. And the second floor. So third try, fail. Floor 1, shock tower, like summoner plus ghouls, mobset. 11%. Well, played to 11% via density. Behind by 1 minute, like 1 minute 15 seconds. I think, just about. Spotted speed pylon. Check. Gun to check floor 2. Floor 2 is Keeps. Didn't bother checking monster type, but it's bad enough due to 1 to 2 minutes behind time, even after skipping, if that. Okay, so third try failed. Fourth one, here we go, fourth one. Ha! Halls of Agony, okay. Snakes. Snakes is not easy. Needs a lot of work. Exarchs and snakes needs a lot of work. And lightning is one of my weakest elements. So it's like
Need more
potentially horrible. I think I can't even play Snakes and Exarchs. Yeah, I can't play this. Yeah, I have to go and I have to check next floor.
Need more time.
This doesn't work. I mean, like, here's slightly better, but this is too far behind already. Exarchs is just no time gain. I mean, Snake and Exarchs don't work together. Not for me, not for my damage, anyway. Yep, see? The lightning is just suddenly scaled.
I'm still waiting.
4%.
Not ready yet.
I'm just gonna commit to this density spot and then check floor 2.
I'm still waiting.
7%, not bad. I mean,
Need more time.
this is okay. But it's like, from behind, time is really bad.
Not ready yet.
Okay, at least I got some rings to help me.
I'm still waiting. Not ready yet.
Ah, I committed to that Oculus ring. And I don't have uptime vengeance, so this is a problem.
Need more time. I'm still waiting.
Yeah, I'm too far behind time. I'll just play for some EXP.
Not ready yet.
I just need to see a like more consistent monster type. Maybe I can get 148.
Need more time. I need healing.
That
I'm
I
still
I
waiting.
thought I was on the outside edge of that grotesque explosion, by the way. Okay, 14%.
Not ready yet.
Back floor 2. Oh my goodness.
Need more
Oh,
time.
never mind. Okay. Alright, I'm not totally upset then. This is too painful. But man, they
I'm still waiting.
almost ruined my attempt because I needed to skip. Basically, I needed to skip faster, which is like, I told myself to do that already, and I didn't. I told myself to skip, and then I commit. I mean, I did get some percentages, but the point is that I sort of told myself to skip the floor, like ASAP, because I couldn't get percentages. And then I commit to getting some percentages anyway, because I saw something else, right? But like, this field is too painful though. It's, yeah, and that blue elite monster type is too painful. Uh, and I saw the and I actually got it the pylon, like a 16-17% pylon, even before 18%, and it's channeling, so it's over basically. I mean, it was over to begin with, but seeing the pylon is at least what I want normally when I want to get an attempt going. Yeah, fourth try fail. Floor 1, Halls of Agony. Um, Snakes plus Exarchs mobset. Uh, Overcommitted for early percentages. Floor 2, check. Fields of Misery. Comedy Comp. mobset. Uh, committed to okay early percentages. I think it was like what 14%, and then spotted 17% channeling pylon behind by 3 minutes. Oof. Wow,
I require a new skill.
that's crazy. Hmm. I need chicken start or Valswarm start, I think. What is my third monster type? I mean, some I think medium spiders is probably the other one. I need faster medium spiders start. Summoner is okay sometimes. Grotesque, I would rather that on floor 2. Like a follow-up Grotesque is fine if I can break even. I don't know about starting with Grotesque. I just think that I'm going to be behind time before I get back to time. Face Beasts, questionable. I don't know about starting with Face Beasts. Face Beast is good, no question, but I don't know about starting with it. I might like that as a follow-up, I think. Hmm. So there are still 5 mob sets that I can play, roughly. I just need, like, maybe a longer linear map. So maybe like Battlefield, I think. I don't know about Fields. I think Fields is a little too, like, I'm eating pylon spawn points. It's like one pylon play. I even got lucky with a second pylon earlier on the second try because I was stingy with the map. Yeah. All right. So that's the fourth try failed. Now for the fifth try. Oryx today, huh? Oh, grotesques. Great. I said grotesques, and then they give me grotesques. Okay. Um, very interesting. Okay, let's begin. So far, so good, considering.
Not ready yet. I'm still waiting.
But this is the problem with the grotesques, is that I lose time before I gain back the time.
Need more time.
And then the timing of the explosions are going to be a problem for me with the tactical advantage.
That was just a taste.
Okay,
Not ready yet.
next spot to play. I saw an elite already. That's bad. It's a chair.
Need more time.
What is it? It's illusionist. I mean, it's Oculus rings, I guess.
Not ready yet.
Ugh,
How satisfying.
these grotesque explosions are not gonna be fun. This is not enough grotesque either. Probably
Need
find a
more
new
time.
spot.
I'm still waiting. Not ready yet. I must
Ah,
hurry.
come on. I didn't want to go leftward
Still
because
waiting.
of the elites.
I'm injured.
And then the grotesque timings are like awful.
Need more time.
So hard to tell. I need 1% and I didn't get it. Okay. Got it. Okay, 12%. Keep moving. Blue. Nothing so far. Now it's too slow. Now the progression is too slow. So hard to like follow which grotesque is on what timer. Okay, I'm so far behind time, it's ridiculous. Oh no! I got the 15% channeling. I think this is over. Alright, I need to play super crazy then. This is over as it is. So sad. 15% channeling. Sad. I knew that grotesque was gonna be a problem. I mean, it's fine, but it's like such a waste of an Oryx too. Like because I need a better start, and grotesque are just time delay. There's just too much delay with the grotesque. Like positionally, you just set them up, and then each one takes forever to give you back the time. Ugh. I don't even know how I can make use of this Orek stream anymore. Because I'm gonna be so far behind time. I think I need to check floor 2. I want to know what mistake I made. Like, it's not even a mistake, though. Okay, it's fine. Okay, it's fine. This was too rough anyways. This was too rough. Okay. This Oryx was too difficult. 15% channeling. That's a rough Oryx dream. Okay. 5th try, fail. Floor 1. Festering Woods. Grotesque. Oh, Oryx dream. Floor 1, Festering Woods Grotesques. Played as much density as I could. Found 15% channeling pylon behind by 2 minutes 20 seconds, I think, something like that. I don't know, roughly. Go check floor 2 for potential mistake of commit on floor 1 grotesque. Floor 2 is Stinging Winds with Revenant Soldier soldiers en masse. So, behind by 3 minutes. So, that Oryx is not good. I basically need Chicken start or Valstorm start, I think, minimum on that Oryx. From Oryx. The grotesque start is too much, like I said, even before trying. I mean, even before the 5th try even started, when I was analyzing what monster sets I want. And so I knew I was I was pretty on point with that. Couldn't even break even. I mean, I was close at one point at the beginning until I saw the elite. I mean, I would see elite at some point, but with grotesques, uh, I lose too much. I lose more and more time by moving to newer grotesques each time if an elite stalls me. So grotesque is just not good enough to start. It's good for a follow-up because if you have enough time, grotesque will only like equalize you, and then you lose time, but then you get to play a second or third pylon, then it's okay. Or at least if you get a good pylon to follow with it, then grotesque is fine, obviously. But it has to be one of the stronger pylons, and preferably either shield or conduit, basically. Power is not good with grotesque because yes, you accelerate, but you accelerate with a problem. You accelerate into explosions, into random explosions that are like way far ahead, and if you're not careful, you waste the power, basically. Um, 6th try. Alright, I'm gonna go for my usual skip. This is Transformers. I can't start with Transformers. I mean, tactical advantage is actually good here for the skip, specifically. The question is, okay, this is a fast. What is this missile dampening? Oh, it's a spinner. I didn't even look. Wow, double keeps. They're like, oh, are you sure you want to try skipping floors? Last time it worked out for your 145. Let's see it again. Right? Okay, I'm gonna try getting just a percentage here. This floor 2 is slightly better, but it takes a lot to get back my time loss already. I wanted to check the missile dampening, by the way, had it been an easier one. So this keeps is actually playable, by the way. It's just that it didn't start with this. Had they started with this, it would have been much better. So keeps was actually playable. It's just that the first floor was a transformer. Yeah, I got hit by the Golgor, and this exorcist is not helping. I ran past the fire chains on that, and I'm gonna get taken out before I can even do anything. I think I need like a shield pylon after this. Like maybe if I can get this percent without dying again. I need this spot to give me the percentage. Minimum 6% or something. Like total probably 7%. Yep. 8%. Alright. Even 9%. Wow. Okay. I just need that last one. Thank you. Ah! Speed. 9% speed. Okay. What is the... Can I see the next floor? I want to know if there was a way to play. I don't think so. I can play that spot there just now. Yeah.
Not ready yet.
I don't even think I can play this. I mean, especially after seeing the speed. There's like about 3 rooms that I can play.
I'm still waiting.
No. Maybe here. But I need a lot of damage for this. I'll just get the EXP. I'll just get the EXP. I'm 1 bar. I'll just get the EXP.
I need more time.
So double keeps. Okay.
I need healing. I'm still waiting. Heal me. I have more control ready yet. Feel my wrath. Need more time.
You know what's funny is that had I not seen that speed pylon, there would still be a chance.
Not ready yet.
Had I not seen the speed pylon, I think there's still a chance. This is like... And then I see a Waller.
I'm still waiting.
Not some good EXP though.
Not ready yet.
Okay.
I'm still waiting.
Alright. That was very interesting.
Need to go back.
15% speed. Or around there. So, floor 1. Okay. So 6 try, fail. Floor 1 keeps. Transformers. Mobset, fast skip. Floor 2 keeps. What was it? I'm gonna go back and write things down.
Need more time.
So floor 1 transformers.
Not ready yet.
Yeah, that was a good fast skip. Floor 2 was scavenger, basically. Floor 2 keeps scavenger. Mobset.
Need more time.
And then
I'm still waiting.
15% speed. I mean the scavenger with executioners, right? And then floor 2 it's 15% speed. Like over here could be played. That
Not
was
ready yet.
that was one spot. And then the other spot was like around here.
Need more
Around here. Basically, around this spot right here. So there's 2 spots to play. And then probably this spot here to play before this exit. And then floor 3 shrouded more.
I'm still waiting.
It was also scavenger, basically.
Need more time.
The scavenger isn't bad. Floor 3 scavenger. The stuff. Floor 3 scavenger mob set. 18%. Floor 4. Desolate Sands. What was it?
I'm still waiting.
Ghoul, right?
I grow weak.
Yeah. Ghoul and oppressors. So, yeah.
I need to go back.
Interesting though. Double keeps to start. Blazing ghouls plus oppressors. Mobset. Okay. 6th try was interesting. Got a paragon from that. 7th try. Ariat Crater.
Not
With
ready
what?
yet.
Is this like Transformers, basically? Like pretend Transformers, though?
Need more time.
What is this Charger? I'm not gonna play the Charger, but this is painful. Just want to test the first section. 2%.
Need more time.
Funny enough, the Charger is actually dying. That's the funny part.
I'm still waiting.
It is a teleporter.
Need more time.
The question is, can I get it to teleport faster? I'm committing to this unburied for like no apparent reason, by the way.
Heal me.
Of course.
Not ready yet.
Alright, I can't play Transformers. It's too far. Wait, what? 3% channeling.
Need more time.
Oh my goodness. Well, that solves it. I mean, I don't have to check floor 2. First pylon told me everything. 7th try fail. Floor 1, Ariat Crater. Um, Transformers. Like, delayed Transformer mob sets. Played 3% at the near the entrance. Commit. Spotted 3% channeling pylon. Way ahead. That's so stupid. Don't know how it happened, but it did. And that was a really bad layout of Art Creator anyways. That was like one of the bad layouts. Bad layout. I'm just trying to get my log spaced out right now. Okay. So that was the 7th try. That was a fast 7th try. 8th try. Blue Cave. Ice Porcupines. I actually didn't mention about them today at all. They might be interesting.
Not ready yet.
If I get enough of them, though. It's like not enough right now.
Need more time.
Yeah, this is not enough right now. And they make my sound go funny too.
Not ready yet.
'Kay, thank you for this Oculus Ring.
Not ready yet.
6%.
I'm still waiting.
Spotted an elite.
Not ready yet.
This Oculus Ring, 9%. Skip this elite. Skip double yellow elites. It's terrible. Dead end. Might as well commit to this spot, I guess. Even though it's not enough. Maybe I can get 2%. Possibly 3%. The only downside about getting 3% is that I may spawn a pylon at the end on accident, which I don't really want on this floor anymore. Yep, I got my 3%. Okay, I didn't. Drop tower floor 2. What? Skeletal Rangers. Skeletal Rangers are interesting. Ice Porcupine into Skeletal Rangers. So I need to play until 18% potentially. This is still far behind. We'll see. Moths are very painful. Do I get enough progress here? I might, right? The elite finally saw me. The Oculus Ring is terrible though. One more percent, please. Can I get my 1% or not? There we go. 18%. No pylon help. No pylon help yet. Last chance though. Shock towers was painful. The only sad part is I skipped so many elites already. So like, even if I got the help here, what do I want to do on this floor? 22%. No help.
Not ready
Floor
yet.
3, bad. Is there a chance? No. No chance.
Need more time. I need healing.
Nope.
I need to go back.
This is what?
I'm still waiting.
This is like some chickens, I guess. Floor 3, Temple Firstborn.
I need to go back.
Okay. So, 8th try fail. Floor 1, Blue Cave, Ice Porcupine. Played to 12%, behind by 35 seconds or so. 30 seconds. Floor 2. Oh man.
Need more time.
Shock Tower. Right? Can't even remember. No. Yeah, floor 2 Shock Tower.
I am returning to town.
Floor 2 Shock Tower. Floor 3 Temple. Firstborn. Some chickens. Mobset. Floor 4 Keeps anyway. Played to 22% before floor 3. Okay. That was the 8th try, basically. Hmm. 9th try. Pandemonium.